Benton, Indiana. I would say don't tell the fire marshal, but he's probably here too, as top-ranked and undefeated Westview takes on Fairfield on the 46th game of the week. And how you doing, everybody? Between the Hall of Famers, Bob Nagel and Bo Hunt, it's Chuck Freeby, and it's great to have you with us for what should be another exciting Friday night of high school basketball on TV 46. For the second straight week, we get to bring you a #1 team in the state of Indiana. This time it's Westview. Rob Yoder's team is young and fun.
And they're very talented as well, Chuck. They've got a young man, Charlie Yoder, who might be related to the head coach. Outstanding scorer. Can't say enough about Elijah Hales and his teamwork with and he's also a good scorer, but they're very unselfish. They're very disciplined about what they do, and they've had a lot of success. Coach likes to say, we won one game 15 times. Not a bad way to get to 15-0.
The last time we saw Fairfield on TV 46, they knocked off Northwood and went on to win the sectional last year. Well, the Falcons are 9-4 this year, playing with raised expectations, and they have a pretty solid lineup too, featuring Luke Stevens.
One of the things that they had to do at the beginning of the season, they lost some seniors last year. They had to get better, had to put people in and let them face the music. They've done that and they've gotten better. They've got some outside shooting that really helps them. Not maybe as big as they'd like to be, but it's a team with 5 parts that plays well together.
Bo Hunt on the sidelines again tonight. Bo, these two teams played less than a week ago in the finals of the Northeast Corner Conference Tournament, and Westview handed Fairfield a 15-point whooping. So how do you expect them not to come in with a whole lot of confidence tonight?
Well, they can look back to last year. Last year they beat Central Noble pretty handily. They got beat by them in sectional. So they can just look back just 1 year ago and know that they can't come in here without, the letdown or anything like that. And everybody wants to knock off the #1. We saw it last week. Marion trying to knock off Riley. This week, Fairfield, they're the ones coming in here wanting to knock off #1.
The parking lot is full of buggies and horses, and we got some horses in here ready to go as well. It's Westview and Fairfield, and our pregame show rolls on with the Jordan Automotive Keys to win next on the 46th game of the week.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Game of the Week, brought to you by Indiana Criminal Justice, IU South Bend, TCU, Jordan Automotive Group, Bethel College Admissions, Electrical Workers Local 153, Crown Trophy, JV Macri Orthodontics, Bill's Heating, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, Ruoff Home Mortgage, and the IHSAA.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. They said,
All the good-looking people sitting back and eat. That's all right. Good, yourself? We're
1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
Which one's Charlie Yoder, Bob?
Charlie Yoder is, where are they at?
Is that him in the corner? Is he wearing 31 tonight?
No, he's wearing 5.
Yeah, I know he's wearing 5, but they can't find a 5. He's a Westview kid, guys.
Yeah,
Candy striped pants. He's down in the corner now, driving the baseline, going in for a layup. He's got a 31 on instead of a 5 on his warm-up.
That's him.
Yep. This edition of the TV46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is being brought to you by the Jordan Auto Group. They're simple, easy, and stress-free. Welcome, everybody, to the Triple M Tire and Service pregame show as we get ready for number 1 Westview visiting Fairfield. Time now to look at our keys to win, brought to you by the Jordan Automotive Group. This Westview team led by a couple of young stars. Charlie Yoder, their sophomore, is having a great season, averaging almost 19 points and 6 rebounds a game. The swingman had 18 points in the win against Fairfield last Saturday. But the star of that game has been one of Westview's stars all year long. That's Elijah Hales, a 6'4 junior who's averaging 14 points and 3 rebounds a game, but he also leads the team with 90 assists, and he was the Indiana Basketball Coaches Association District 1 Player of the Week. The keys to win for the Warriors.
It's all about team defense for the Westview Warriors. They're going to have to know where all the shooters are, and there's a lot of them from the Fairfield lineup. They have to handle the switches, and that's one of the things that Fairfield will try to do. They like to switch out front, and they have to play with energy and focus. This is a very good team. They have a very good record. They want to protect all of it tonight. Rob Yoder, the head coach, is in his 15th season.
We don't even talk about it. I don't think it matters. You know, it just that's something for fans, really. I mean, it's nice. I guess it means you're better than if you're ranked the last team in your class. But we're concerned with winning the next game. We just try to focus one game at a time.
And part of his focus in trying to stop this Fairfield team tonight will be Luke Stevens, a 6' senior guard who scores about 16 points and 4 rebounds a game. Westview did a great job of shutting him down in the conference tournament championship last Saturday night, but Stevens will be looking to get loose, and he'll be looking for help from Tyshawn Knight, a very improved 6' senior who's scoring almost 10 points a game. Knight has 5 games in double figures this year, brings a lot of energy and defense to the Falcons. The keys to win for Troy Beachy's Fairfield squad.
Troy's big concern is defensive rebounding, trying to keep Westview to one and done if they can. And again, when you look at Westview, they've got the scorers, but they've also got some size in Hostetler and Rensberger inside. They have to avoid the big run, and you might see some quick timeouts tonight. Fairfield needs to keep it within reach. They don't want to get in a big hole, and they got to take what's given. And again, Westview will give you some opportunities. You got to convert when you get them. And that'll be a key tonight for Troy Beachy. He's in his 7th season, 82 and 71 overall.
Well, I mean, it's a team that we obviously saw a week ago, and so we played them once and got some film to watch and make some adjustments as far as that goes. You know, they talented players in Hales and Yoder and Rensberger, and so you know, we'll come out, we'll play hard and see what we can do tonight.
They have all kinds of outfits here tonight to try to stand out, but the best way to stand out is to do it on the floor. Westview and Fairfield get ready to renew a rivalry, and you'll see it next. Those have been the Jordan Automotive Keys to Win on the Triple M Tire and Service pregame show on TV 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute, who say, whoa, don't text and drive. Starting lineups being introduced. Here's Bob Nagel with the Westview lineup, sponsored by Just Performance.
Just Performance brings you the lineups, and it includes for Westview Charlie Yoder. And I'll tell you what, an outstanding shooter from the outside, an outstanding playmaker. He's a good rebounder. He's just a solid basketball player and a big part of what they do here at Westview High School. And so we're looking forward to seeing him as they have dimmed the lights here for the starting lineup for the home team. And so it gives us a chance to tell you about the visitors from Westview. Elijah Hales wears number 13. He's a 6'4 junior. Sam Sharp, a 6'2 senior, will start at forward, along with Josh Hostetler, 6'1 junior. And 6'5" junior, Nick Rensberger. Is it a young team? Yeah, it is. Very talented young team out of Troy Beach, or under Rob Yoder, who's 244, 113. Fairfield starters look like this. And Fairfield starters brought to you by BrightNet. They include number 2, Peyton Faldo, 5'5" junior guard. Luke Stevens, 6'2", senior guard. Number 13 is Tyshawn Knight, 5'11", senior guard. And inside, Cordell Holfer, 6'1", junior, whereas number 12, at number 24, Shandon Miller, a 6'2", senior forward.
This is the 88th meeting between these two rivals in a series that dates back to 1968. And in the last meeting, well, it was just 5 days ago, last Saturday, Westview won it 62-45. And there you see the two coaches, Troy Beachy in his 7th year, Rob Yoder in his 15th. Eric Coburn is ready to toss it up. Westview in the red with the gold numerals. Fairfield in the home whites with the blue and gold. A sellout crowd on a Friday night in January, and you couldn't ask for more than this. The number 1 team in Class 2A taking on their arch rival. We are ready for basketball on 46. And the tip won by the Westview Warriors. Nick Rensberger corralled it. Kenton Weaver outside to Sam Sharp. Weaver, a late addition to the starting lineup.
Peyton Faldo really wearing Charlie Yoder on the baseline already. That's going to be a tough defensive assignment.
Westview 15-0 on the season. Their best win over an East Noble team that suffered their only defeat at the hands of the Warriors in Topeka. Sam Sharp in the corner. Weaver outside the arc. Sharp will take the shot for 3 but miss. And the rebound to Cordell Hofer for the 9-4 Fairfield Falcons. He throw it away, and the ball comes back to Elijah Hales. Up the court to Charlie Yoder. And a blocking foul called on Luke Stevens of Fairfield, his first.
The man they'd least like to get a foul early in the ball game. Luke Stevens going to have to be careful tonight. Folks, want to thank Papa's Burgers and More in New Paris. They're open Monday through Friday for lunch or dinner. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, tenderloins, fish, and chicken sandwiches, plus fries, onion rings, mushrooms, mozzarella sticks, and all the things that accompany them. They have 16 flavors of ice cream, and they're ready to serve you. Papa's Burgers and More. I want to thank Bob and June Fowler at Papa's Burgers and More. They fed our production crew tonight. What a great job.
Weaver couldn't connect, but the ball knocked out of bounds, and Westview will retain possession. We've played less than a minute, haven't scored a point yet. Weaver wants to trigger the inbound. He goes to Sharp right in front of him. There's Nick Rensberger, the big 6'5" junior. Charlie Yoder, leading scorer, to Rensberger down low. Sharp wide open, but neglected to take the shot.
When you're wide open, a lot of times there's a reason for that.
Yoder tied up by Cordell Hofer. Fairfield will get it on the alternating possession.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies is a world-class metal finishing company specializing in plating, coating, testing, and consulting services. 58 years as a knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. Reach us on the web at info@iftworldwide.com.
Peyton Faldo outside, goes down low to Shannon Miller. Tyshawn Knight. Knight's 3 is sponsored by OA Construction, and the Falcons grab the early lead. Charlie Yoder tries to answer, can't do it. Rebound, Cordell Hofer. Stevens brings it across in a hurry to Faldo to the baseline. Knight feeling it early. Can't score. Rensberger with the rebound. Troy Beachy wanted a foul. A turnover, and Stevens goes bowling for dollars and draws the blocking foul on Rensberger.
First foul on Rensberger. Head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join them for a game this season on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit the website at bethelcollege.edu for a complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing the teams in this game a great game.
Luke Stevens, 70% free throw shooter, hits the first. His free throw sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg. Westview will go to the bench and put in Josh Hostetler, a 6'1" junior.
Well, you just see the intensity in Troy Beachy tonight. Telling his team about how important every free throw, every possession.
Stevens didn't score until the fourth quarter on Saturday. He already has 2 points, and Fairfield with a 5-0 lead. Kenton Weaver holds up one finger. Weaver, an honor roll student, has not had a good three-point shot this year. Looks around a screen from Rensberger. Yoder covered up, and Tyshawn Knight in the grill of Elijah Hales.
Got a little box one going on Yoder.
Weaver just refuses to take the three-point shot. Stevens backs up and offers it to him. Rensberger double-teamed on the post. Finally, Weaver will hoist and misfire, and Hofer gets the rebound.
Folks, put your tax-free fund to good use at Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation for your dream. See their wide selection of carpet, ceramic tiles, vinyl laminate, and hardwood flooring at their showroom in Chippewa or online at southwindflooring.com.
Tyshawn Knight went over the back of a good box out by Weaver, and so he draws his first foul and the second on the Falcons. Westview has not dented the scoreboard yet, despite a team that averages 62 points a game, and they couldn't hit there. Rensberger missed on the tip. Hofer, another defensive rebound, his third of the first quarter.
Doing a nice job cleaning those boards. That was a concern coming in.
Knight. Now Miller. Hofer with the fancy dribble. Fairfield running its motion offense. Shandon Miller for three. That's off the mark. That is not his game typically.
You're judging by the look on Troy Beachy's face?
Yes, but Miller redeems himself with the steal.
Good hustle there. Folks, during the winter months, make sure your equipment is ready to go when you are. Battery Tech in Millersburg is the area's premier provider of battery sales and service. They have batteries for your automobile, farm equipment, snowmobiles, ATVs, and nearly anything else you need to start. Battery Tech in Millersburg.
Now Miller inside where the big fella's more accustomed. Held ball. Charlie Yoder ties him up. Alternating possession goes to Westview. Fairfield will go to the bench. Bentley Miller, number 3, and Caleb Gegline, number 40, check in. You get another look at the held ball on the Bethel College admission replay.
Folks, visit Weaver Furniture Sales in Chippewa to find a full line of furniture for your home, including flat screen TV cabinets, recliners, office furniture, sofas, beds, dining tables, and much more. Quality craftsmanship, reasonable prices, and down-home service. Find them all at Weaver Furniture Sales.
Josh Hostetler underneath for the first basket of the game for Westview. It took them 4.5 minutes. That is very similar to what we saw from Riley last week against Marion, and that game went overtime. Faldo for 3. Peyton Faldo with his 19th three-pointer of the year. At the other end, Weaver airballs the threes. And then a steal by Bentley Miller. And he was fouled on the way up by Weaver.
Might not have been a bad foul.
The Fairfield 3 sponsored by OA Construction. And Bentley Miller, only a 30% free throw shooter, will go to the line, taking free throws sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
Charlie Yoder was trying to keep the ball alive. Might have been better to let it go out of bounds and prevented the opportunity for Fairfield.
Miller short on the first as you take a look at the three-pointer by Faldo, and then the hustle play by Miller on the Bethel College admission replay.
OA Construction Services is a place to call for all your construction needs, whether it's light commercial, new construction, or remodeling. Call Gavin Troyer at OA Construction Services in New Paris. OA Construction, proud supporter of the Fairfield Falcon Athletic Program.
So Miller hits 1 of 2. It's a 9-2 Fairfield lead. Westview has had to come from behind in a couple of games this year against East Noble and against Warsaw. Charlie Yoder for 3 in the corner is short, and Stevens gets the rebound. Boy, it is an aggressive Fairfield defense in the early going.
Keeping Yoder from getting anything open.
Stevens with the scoop layup. He has 4. It is a 9-point Falcon lead, and the Westview fans somewhat stunned here in the early going.
And the Fairfield fans somewhat lit up. They're ready to go.
Elijah Hales has not had a lot of touches, and he had to get rid of the ball like a hot potato. Hostetler misfires, and the rebound is Stevens. What a intense 6 minutes for Fairfield.
For 45 years, Topeka Do It Best Hardware has been servicing the Topeka area. They have what you need for all your do-it-yourself projects, including best look quality paints. They also carry brushes, rollers, drop cloths, and other paint sundries. Topeka Do It Best Hardware.
Fairfield moving the ball around. Tyshawn Knight in the lane, stripped of the ball by Hostetler, and Hales came up with a loose change. Weaver, again, they're just daring him to take the threes. 0 for 2 from beyond the arc tonight. Now he finds the big fellow Rensberger. He couldn't hit. And Stevens will take his time. Boy, he looks exhausted.
Well, you're looking over at head coach Rob Yoder, and he's thinking, okay, if they're going to double up on Charlie Yoder, you guys need to help us with scoring, but they haven't been able to do it.
Stevens misses inside. Here's Yoder and the Warriors. They want to run. They're forcing the ball into the hands of some of Westview's weaker players, but then Yoder got loose in the back door. Charlie Yoder with his first basket of the game.
Folks, when you need to call a timeout this coming spring or when the weather is not cooperating, call High Tech Seeds in Millersburg. Brian Willard is a Pioneer dealer, and he can help you with all your agronomic needs. High Tech Seeds of Millersburg.
1-4 high set employed by Fairfield here. Westview has changed up its defense as well. Here's Miller dishing it off for Gegline. He missed the layup and the rebound to Rensberger. Warriors will hold for one shot.
Folks, you need a new building or an addition, call Alpha Building Center in Chippewa for a quote on your next project. Alpha Building Center is a full-line lumberyard, and they have a great selection of DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Makita tools. Alpha Building Center.
Rensberger hits the shot. Troy Beachy absolutely furious in front of the Fairfield bench. He felt like his player got held on the Rensberger rebound bucket. We played one in Benton, and Fairfield tried to knock off the #1 team. They lead Westview 11-6 thanks to an intense first quarter on 46. This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is being brought to you by IU South Bend, fulfilling the promise. It's a fired-up Fairfield student section. Makes it loud for a Bills Heating sideline report. Bo Hunt, if you can hear me, tell me what you thought about that first quarter.
Well, I really like what Fairfield did with Elijah Hayes and Hales and Charlie Yoder, double teaming every time they got the ball, every time they come down to them. They were double teaming, wouldn't let them get anything off, just daring Westview to beat them some other way from some other person. So somebody's going to have to step up big for Westview tonight.
First pass of the second quarter brought to us by RPM Supply. Charlie Yoder stepped on the end line trying to retrieve the pass. And by the way, our second quarter brought to us by our friends at Stutzman Dentistry.
BrightNet in downtown New Paris offers you everything you'll need to navigate the internet. Whether you need a high-speed connection, a new computer, or service on your existing equipment, BrightNet can fix your computer or speed up your browsing. BrightNet in downtown New Paris.
Fairfield trying to build on a 5-point lead. Westview sticking with the man-to-man defense. Cordell Hofer has the ball for Fairfield, the son of the athletic director here for the Falcons, throws it away.
Could have got that one, partner. And
it was headed our way.
Guest Performance in Chippewa offers high-performance diesel products and service. They work on air intakes, exhausts, injectors, turbos, and everything else diesel-related. They also have truck accessories, hitches, and pulling parts. Check them out at justperformance.com.
Hostetler finds Renberger. Now Weaver outside. Over in the corner, whistle blows, a travel called on Hostetler. Another turnover for Westview, and Fairfield will try to build again. What a crowd in Benton tonight. They are standing in the aisles out in the hallway. Miller inside, missed the layup. Hofer couldn't hit, and then an over the back on Shandon Miller, his first. That's the third on Fairfield.
Stutzman Dentistry in Goshen is a full-service dental office offering same-day crowns, children's dentistry, smile makeovers, family dentistry, and sleep apnea treatments. Find out more at stutzmandentistry.com. Stutzman Dentistry, a proud sponsor of Fairfield Athletics.
Elijah Hales has not scored yet, hasn't even taken a shot yet. Charlie Yoder with just 2 for Westview. Fairfield really ramping up the defense tonight. Hostetler nearly traveled again. Rensberger working inside. Boy, he is battling with Hofer for position down on the block. And then Miller trades blows with him too. Hostetler wanted to shoot over Miller. Weaver goes down the lane and lays it in for 2. Kenton Weaver, a 5'9" senior, averages 3 points a game and brings Westview within 3.
Shipshewana Trading Place is home of the Midwest's largest flea market, weekly auctions, Farmstead Inn, restaurant, and special events. New this year, the expanded RV Park and Service Center. Check them out at ShipsheWanaTradingPlace.com or download their free app by searching Shipshewana. Shipshewana Trading Place, proud sponsor of Warrior Basketball.
Nolan Sherrick with the steal and score, and the transfer from Westview puts 2 on the board for Fairfield, and the Falcons will take a timeout, sponsored by High Tech Seeds. 5:50 to go in the first half, and Sherrick bites the hand that once fed him and puts the Falcons up by 5 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Bethel College Admissions, equipping for lifelong service.
Fairfield off to a great start tonight. Troy Beachy got to be very proud of the effort, but he knows it's got to last the entire ball game. This 32 minutes of intensity.
Nick Rensberger finds Kenton Weaver. Westview trailing by 5, playing with heavy hearts tonight. Their teammate Dennis Wingard is not here tonight. His mother died of cancer on Wednesday night.
Our thoughts and prayers certainly with the Wingard family.
Absolutely. 3 on the way by Hostetler is off the back iron, and the rebound to Hofer. And we've got a whistle and a foul on Charlie Yoder, his first and the team's third.
Triple M Tire and Service in Shipshewana has tires for semis, trucks, SUVs, farm equipment, and more. They also repair flats, work on suspensions, repair ball joints, and perform tranny flushes. If your ride needs attention, Triple M Tires and Service can help.
I asked Rob Yoder before the game what it's been like coaching his son. He says, so far it's been a good experience. He says, when practice or a game starts, he's just like any other player. Elijah Hales drives the baseline but misses. Hostetler with the putback for 2. He's got 4. It's back to a 3-point game. I only brought that up because when Charlie Yoder made the foul, Rob looked at him as though he was Mrs. Yoder's child.
There you go. Got to be specific.
Miller outside. Tyshawn Knight. Shandon Miller protecting the ball, working against Yoder. Luke Stevens lost it and got it back. Cross court, Peyton Faldo goes baseline and draws a contact foul against Hostetler, his first, the team's 4th.
RPM Supply is a residential and commercial building supply company located in New Paris, Indiana. They carry Anderson and Sunrise windows, CertainTeed and Heartland vinyl siding, exterior doors, decking, and much more. RPM Supply located in New Paris and serving all of northern Indiana.
Luke Stevens comes out for a needed rest, so let's see where Fairfield will get offense from. Perhaps that big fella, Shandon Miller, who's been quiet this season. Faldo for 3, too strong, and a one-armed rebound by Weaver. Hales had it poked away by Knight. And now Knight gets a steal and a holding call on Elijah Hales.
Boy, Troy Beachy is in the official's face on every possession, and he got the call that time.
Well, it was the right call. Hales had hold of the jersey.
Folks, at the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that is really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store opens Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. and they stay open until 10 p.m. and the coffee is always hot. Now that's convenient. 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris. They have what you need to keep going.
Knight lost the handle, and the Warrior faithful wanted a traveling call. In case you couldn't hear.
Yeah, we got officials sitting right behind us.
Only about 3,000 of them in the gym tonight.
Yeah. What an atmosphere.
Faldo outside. The little 5'5" junior, kind of a pepper pot, but boy, is he a scrapper, especially on defense. Shannon Miller with Charlie Yoder draped on him. Tyshawn Knight for three. And a great box out by Westview. Draws a foul on Fairfield.
Ace Hardware of Topeka is a small-town hardware store meeting all your hardware needs. They offer premium-quality Clark Kensington paint, recommended as a Best Buy. Ace Hardware of Topeka also offers new house and volume discounts.
So Shannon Miller picks up his second foul, and Westview could tie it with a long ball here. 13-10 Fairfield, 3:12 to go before halftime. At the half, you'll hear our Shipshewana Trading Place halftime report.
Westview got off to kind of a slow start, and here they are, a bucket three-pointer away from tying it. No panic for the Red Clads.
Weaver, now Rensberger, down low to Yoder, double teamed. Hales for three, and Westview has not hit one of those yet tonight. Stevens collected the rebound.
Assurance Property Management Realty is a full-service real estate office representing buyers, sellers, and investment property owners. Their goal is to give clients the ultimate experience by providing pleasant, professional, and honest service. Call Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management Realty. Her number is 574-320-3300. That's Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management and Realty.
Faldo missed the three. The tie-up goes to Westview. As you see Sam Sharp back in the game now for the Warriors, wearing number 25. Full court pressure offered by the Falcons, so the inbound comes to Hostetler. 6'1" junior has 4 points tonight. Hostetler looking for help. Hales down on the baseline. Charlie Yoder, double team. Seems like every time a Westview player turns around, they're double teamed. Hostetler wasn't, but he couldn't hit the three. Sharp with a rare offensive rebound for the Warriors. Inside, Hostetler has it rim out, and then over the back called on Nick Rensberger.
Double R Grocery in Millersburg carries a full line of groceries. They have fresh meat and cheeses, bulk food, dairy, and snacks for school lunches. And when you shop on Saturday morning, get this, they serve coffee and rolls starting at 6 a.m. Double R Grocery on State Road 13, just north of town.
So Luke Stevens walks it up for Fairfield as we enter the final 2 minutes of the first half. Stevens uncorks the three. It's sponsored by OA Construction. Stevens with 7. That's more than he scored in the whole game last Saturday.
He's got a license to shoot that if he feels it, and he felt it right there.
Boy, that was a fisherman shot, catch and release. Yoder down low, the coach's son with the left hand.
Showing a lot of patience here in the first half.
Hales bounces outside but needs some help. Sharp finally comes to relieve him.
Farmers State Bank has been serving our area communities for over 100 years. FSB is a member of the FDIC and the home of the Blue Button Banking. We look forward to being your financial partner now and in the future. Visit our website at gofsb.com.
Hales around a sharp screen to Rensberger, and the big fella lays it in too hard. Fairfield will try to hold for one shot.
Sometimes when you see a low score, you say, how did that happen? Well, the intensity's been pretty good on both sides. Folks, Fry's Repair Shop at Topeka has a full line of lawn and garden equipment, and with winter in full force, Fry's has a great selection of Ariens brand snowblowers in stock. They also have a full-service repair facility that can repair and tune up your equipment for this spring. At Fry's Repair Shop, pleasing you pleases us.
Held ball alternating possession will go to Fairfield as you take a look at Rob Yoder on the Westview bench. Rob in his 15th year with the Warriors. Played at Westview back in the late 80s. Longtime assistant under Troy Neely, and Rob thought a travel should have been called there, and I can't say that I disbelieve him.
Jefferson Cafe in Millersburg is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. They feature homemade American meals with offering daily specials. Find out more on Facebook at Jefferson Cafe. That's Jefferson, K-A-F-E.
Peyton Faldo handles in the final seconds. Luke Stevens, will he take the last shot? Gagline, will they get a last shot? Hofer blocked by Sharp, and he didn't get it off in time as the first half has come to an end. Fairfield on top of Westview 16-10. Bo Hunt with a sideline report.
Rob, you're going to go into halftime down 6. During that first half, it looks like they were just a little bit more physical, a little bit more intense than your team.
We didn't make any shots.
Yeah.
We didn't make shots, and they allowed a few people to shoot, and we didn't make them. And we got to be able to make open shots, and you don't have to go too many X's and O's to know if you're wide open, you better make something.
Down low, they're double teaming quite often, Hales and Yoder. Just what's the adjustments on that?
Well, we're going to have to get them shots some way else, I guess, or other players are going to have to step up and make some open shots because we do have openings, but we got to make them.
Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, sideline report sponsored by Bill's Heating. Stick around. Our Shipshewana Trading Place halftime report with our TCU student athletes is next. Luke Stevens with a big first half, 7 points, including a late three-pointer, has Fairfield ahead of Westview, 16-10. You're watching high school basketball on TV 46.
Welcome back to Fairfield High School as we get a chance to honor our Student Athletes of the Week. Brought to you by TCU. They remind you to go online at tcunet.com and find out how you can become a member today. A couple of outstanding representatives of their student bodies are with us. Jordan Kinty from Fairfield High School is with us, and also from Westview High School, it's Elijah. And Elijah, I want to talk to you about your success at Westview High School. You came into Westview, your dad was a very good player, Ross Ailes. You've done a nice job there, and everybody's waiting to see how good you guys are going to be when you're seniors, but guess what? You're pretty good now.
Yes, we are, and I just treat every year like a blessing, really, and I play every game like it's my last, I guess, and I just cherish each moment. I've had the opportunity to play for 4 years, so I think it's a blessing.
Talk about what it takes to get it done in the classroom and also on the court. You're one of the top students at Westview High School. I know you work very hard on that, and you've got a great future lined up for you, what you want to study, but taking care of business on and off the court is a big chore.
Yeah, it involves some late nights, but to me, I love the process so much that it's just fun to me on both sides of it.
When you think about your future, you want to study law, you're not quite sure where you want to go, but that'll depend on who needs you to play basketball.
Right, I'd love to play basketball in college, and I'm thinking about going into law, so yeah.
Well, it's nice to have some ideas and set some standards for yourself. Give a shout out to the people that matter in your life that had your back.
My parents, obviously. We have great coaches and all my teachers.
I wish you all the best of luck in the future, and congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
All right, Elijah Hales from Westview High School, one of our student athletes, and Jordan Kinty is with us from Fairfield High School. And Jordan, you're also involved in just one sport in basketball. Talk about what it takes for you. I mean, basketball isn't a 4-month sport anymore. You play summer, you're always working on your game. Talk about your commitment.
Well, it definitely takes a lot of work to get to where you want to be in basketball, and as long as you put the time in, you can get to where you want to be. It's a lot of hard work, but I'm happy where I'm at.
Well, you've done a great job in the classroom as well. I think you got a #1 on your jersey in that category. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a lot of success here at Fairfield, very competitive, very good school, and you have some ideas what you'd like to do in the future as well.
Yes, I'm planning on playing basketball at Monmouth College, and it's a small D3 school, but I felt like it was the best fit for me, and I'll be majoring in biochemistry while following pre-med track.
So you want to be a doctor someday?
Yeah, so the goal is to be a doctor, yeah.
Any specific field that you're looking at?
I'm looking at surgery, but not really definite yet.
Okay, well, you know, orthopedics is really good because you're involved in athletics, and usually nobody's in serious condition. They might have a broken bone, but you can fix them up. Talk about the people who have had an effect in your life and your success.
Well, definitely my teammates are some of my biggest supporters. I wouldn't be able to do anything I can do without them. And my coaches are just great at supporting me at what I do, and my family is great, support system. So overall, everybody I'm around is just really great at helping me do what I do.
Ever met an athlete that didn't get a ride to practice at some time or another. So parents are so important. Congratulations on your success. We wish you all the best.
You repeat that question?
I said congratulations on all your success. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, Jordan Kente from Fairfield High School, our Student Athlete League, and Elijah Hales, the Student Athlete Week from Westview High School. Good chance to visit with them here on our TV 46 production, and we appreciate the support of TCU. TCU reminds you to go online at tcunet.com and find out how you can become a member today. We'll be back with more of our wonderful doubleheader here from Fairfield High School between Westview and Fairfield on TV 46 WHME.
This edition of the 46th Game of the Week brought to us by our friends at Ruoff Home Mortgage, a great name to know when you need a mortgage. Welcome everybody to the Shipshewana Trading Place halftime report. 16-10, the Fairfield Falcons on top of the top-ranked Westview Warriors. Chuck Freeby, Bob Nagel, and 3,000 of our closest friends in the Falcon Gym, and I do mean close tonight here in the Falcon Gym. And what they've seen so far is an outstanding defensive effort by both teams, but really the intensity of the effort by Fairfield is what catches my eye.
Last week we saw Marion looking at that target on the back of the Riley Wildcats, #1 in the state. Tonight we got the same effort coming from Fairfield, and they're playing at home. And it's a very intense night here. JV game, girls basketball game, boys basketball game, the #1 team in the state in Westview. Westview's been very patient. I give them credit for that. They got to find some ways to make their open shots. They're getting some open shots, but boy, I tell you what, there's been a lot of heroes already for Fairfield.
Well, let's show you how it got to be this way here in the Falcon Gym in Benton, because Fairfield fired the opening salvo with a Tyshawn Knight shot that would find the range from beyond the arc. Westview would work it inside to Josh Hostetler. He had 4 points in the first half, but every time Westview fired, Fairfield had an answer, and usually from long range. Peyton Faldo hit a couple of those in the first half. Luke Stevens, look at that little scoop layup there. Fairfield would jump out to a 9-2 lead, but Nick Rensberger tried to keep the Warriors in it. Again, those too many answers from the Fairfield defense. Nolan Sherrick with the steal and the score here. And then right before the end of the first half, Luke Stevens with a quick release on this three-pointer. And the Falcons lead it 16-10. And Bob, as we take a look at the list of the unbeatens from around the state, and 3 of them from here in our area, well, that list could be dwindling if this score holds up.
And as the conference play continues downstate, there's going to be fewer of them down there. But look at Westview undefeated, LaVille having a magical year, and South Bend Riley, the best team in the biggest class. Couldn't be more proud of all the area high school teams. We've had a great treat covering high school basketball this year. It's great to get a chance to come over here for a doubleheader and a full house. Boy, the basketball fever in Indiana is really ratcheting up, because you got the girls tournament coming up in about a week and a half, and then you got the boys tournament a month later. So enjoying it.
16-10, Fairfield on top of Westview at the half. This has been the Shipshewana Trading Place halftime report. Second half play-by-play from beautiful Benton comes your way after this on 46. This edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Crown Trophy. They're nationally known and locally owned. Big crowd in Benton tonight, the biggest they'll have all year here in the Falcon Gym, and why not? These two old rivals meeting for the 88th time, Westview and Fairfield. What adjustments will Fairfield make in the second half? Let's check out Bo Hunt with the Bills Heating sideline report.
Guys, I talked to Troy and I asked him, what was the difference in your intensity and your defense tonight versus the last time you guys played Westview on Saturday? He goes, very simple. He goes, I'm going to tell you our game plan. We're going to take away their 2 best players and make somebody else beat us, Bo. That's it.
And that's what they've done.
Pretty effective so far as we get ready to get back underway with second half action. I want to remind you to see King Animal Care Clinic in Topeka for all your animal care needs. They offer veterinary services for dogs, cats, and horses, and they have an over-the-counter showroom of products. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Call for your pet's appointment. King Animal Care Clinic, your other family doctor. And as we get back out on the floor, Fairfield in their home white uniforms, Westview in the road red. The ball will belong to Fairfield, and here to call the second half of this. Well, do we have an upset going? Westview ball. Here's Chuck Freeby.
Start belongs to RPM Supply. The quarter to Stutzman Dentistry, and Westview has the basketball, trailing by 6. So let's see what Rob Yoder was able to concoct to try to free up some players. Didn't show up on that first possession. Tyshawn Knight tried to force it, and he was pushed from behind by Kenton Weaver. He'll go to the line for free throws from Battery Tech of Millersburg.
Quality Floor in Topeka has you covered, at least your floors. They carry carpet, vinyl, ceramic, and wood floors, and they're able to answer your flooring questions. They offer both sales and insulation, and they're conveniently located between Topeka and Emma on 600 West. Quality Floor in Topeka.
Knight is a 63% foul shooter on the year. He hits the first. He has 4 points tonight. Free safety and wide receiver on the football team and a hurdler on the track team.
A chance to watch him play some football this year.
Had Fairfield in the game against Niles. Tyshawn with a career-high 13 in their win over Hamilton earlier this year. Hits that one. He has 5. And Fairfield with its biggest lead of the night at 8. Elijah Hales on the dribble for Westview. Weaver to Sam Sharp. Now Charlie Yoder got loose underneath, but missed the left-handed shot, and then put Hofer in a headlock on the way down. And who will they call the foul on?
I thought it was Hofer that took down Yoder on that particular play.
It's going to be called on Hofer. That's the first on Cordell, although he may have taken the worst of that one going down. Yoder catches the inbounds pass and finds Rensberger underneath. The big fella couldn't connect, and the rebound to Peyton Faldo. Smallest guy on the floor got the rebound.
He's feisty.
Steal by Hales, looking for his first basket of the night, and has it.
R&M Concrete in Shipshewana is your concrete and flat work specialist. They can help residential, commercial, and agricultural clients, and no job is too small or too large for R&M Concrete.
Faldo for 3. It's sponsored by OA Construction.
Bo Hunt brought up the point that Coach Yoder said somebody else is, they're going to, Fairfield's going to make somebody else beat him. Well, Fairfield getting a good effort for some other people than their big scorers tonight.
Yoder inside, goes up strong and draws the foul. I think it's on Stevens. That's his second.
Topeka, New Holland provides superior customer service and has an entire team that consists of professional sales members, finance experts, service technicians, and knowledgeable parts and accessory staff to support you. Stop in and visit our friendly, reliable, and experienced staff at Topeka, New Holland.
Charlie Yoder, an 80% foul shooter, misses the first. His free throw sponsored by Weaver Furniture in Shipshewana. Charlie had 37 in their win over Busco. And what a difference from last week when Westview beat Fairfield 62-45. They trail tonight 21-13.
Folks, next time you plan on having a night in to watch movies or the high school game of the week, stop by Yoder Popcorn just west of Emma. Try their renowned tiny tender popcorn or their many varieties of popcorn, popping oil, seasonings, and popcorn poppers. Yoder Popcorn.
Eric Coburn calls a moving screen on Cordell Hofer. Second foul on Hofer here in the quarter. And Westview will get the ball back. Troy Beachy not exactly enamored with the call.
Indiana Criminal Justice Institute reminds you to drive sober or get pulled over. Be safe out there.
Now a holding call, and let's see, this one's on Hofer as well. He picks up 3 here in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
A couple of them he thought might have gone the other way, but got to be careful now.
Let's see if Rob Yoder tries to go right at Hofer here.
When you watch it from our sideline here, it looks like Yoder's got a mismatch down there as he's been guarded by Peyton Faldo at 5'5", but as soon as he touches the ball, Faldo's got help.
Well, Shandon Miller doing a great job of covering it up in the passing lane. So Hostetler cuts into the lane and gets the hoop. He has 6 to lead the Warriors tonight.
Bill's Heating has been keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. You can relax knowing your family's comfort is their top priority. And Bill's Heating was voted best of the best by readers of the Goshen News.
Hales steals, score.
Call Bill's Heating at 574-533-2079.
Timeout Fairfield, and you can hear the Warrior faithful. Timeout sponsored by High Tech Seeds. Elijah Hales getting Westview back within 4 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by the electrical workers of Local 153. They're making our community brighter.
Folks interested in improving all areas of your fitness program or sport? Join the Strength and Conditioning Center in Mishawaka, Beacon Sports Performance. They offer youth, high school, and adult performance training. Visit the website at beaconhealthandfitness.org today.
5:20 to go, third quarter. Fairfield at one time led by 9. The lead has been whittled to 4. Troy Beachy, who has set up a pretty good culture here down in Benton. 82-71 in his 7 years at the helm, coming off a sectional championship last year. And he's trying to coax his team to a win over the top-ranked team in Class 2A. Charlie Yoder nearly had a steal in the backcourt there. Luke Stevens. Faldo down low to Shandon Miller. Faldo open for 3. Not that time, and Rensberger gets the rebound. You can see Westview's confidence growing with every shot, but Yoder couldn't get that one to go.
Had a good look.
Shandon Miller gets the rebound. Faldo, stop and go move, got trapped on the baseline. Miller for 3. Misfires again. He's not shy about taking that. Weaver. Hales for 3. It's sponsored by Do It Best Hardware in Topeka. The first 3 of the night for the Warriors. It's a 1-point game.
Teachers Credit Union understands the importance of growing your future, whether you're growing your family, your square footage, or your business. Teachers Credit Union is here for you with financial solutions that will help you succeed. Visit tcunet.com to start growing your future today. Federally insured by the NCUA, they are an equal housing opportunity lender.
Miller suddenly thought he was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, baby hook.
Hales. Ooh, it rattles out, and then Charlie Yoder goes over the back.
Folks, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown teams and proud to be a part of the community. When you're ready to buy a home or need to refinance your existing mortgage loan, be sure to stop by one of our offices in Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, or go online to ruoff.com. That's RUOFF.com.
Caleb Gegline, Nolan Sherrick check back into the game for Fairfield, which has a 3-point lead midway through the third quarter.
Pretty good depth for Fairfield tonight. Again, Westview minus one of their players, Dennis Wingard, death in the family. He's a 5'11 junior, is very helpful.
Falcons have wins this year over Northwood and Lakeland. They've beaten some good teams, trying to beat the best one in Class 2A. Hostetler to Weaver. Now Hales, who's had the hot hand here in the third with 7 points in the quarter. Weaver. Hales down low. Rensberger outside. And Hostetler hits the wing jumper. 8 points tonight for Josh Hostetler. Back to a 1-point game.
Fairfield's been doing a pretty good job defensively without Hofer in there. He's on the bench with 3 fouls.
Peyton Faldo in the lane. Got Hostetler in the air. Sherrick from the foul line. Short. And Westview could take the lead with a bucket here. Would not go for Weaver. And Gegline gets the rebound. And an official's timeout as Stevens is told to tie his shoe.
Papa's Burgers and More in New Paris is open Monday through Friday for lunch or dinner. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, tenderloins, fish, and chicken sandwiches. Our crew enjoyed all of those tonight. Also, they have fries, onion rings, mushrooms, and mozzarella sticks to accompany them. They have 16 great flavors of ice cream at Papa's Burgers and More. Big thank you to Bob and June Fowler at Papa's Burgers and More. They fed our production crew tonight. Did a great job.
I'll vouch for the double cheeseburger.
There you go.
Fairfield by 1. Bentley Miller throws it away. Hale's third steal of the quarter gives Westview the lead.
Westview got to stay with what they've done well tonight. Had a good game plan coming in.
Stevens down the lane for 2. He has 9. Rensberger cross court to Sharp. Hostetler and Hales, they've been the big guns for Westview. Rensberger tries to join the fray. Nick Rensberger with 4. Westview back on top.
Now the lead change. The teams in this game working toward a great finish, and so is the team from Imagineering Finishing Technologies. Partners with industries including aerospace, automotive, military and defense, medical and precision machining. At IFT, quality is a way of life.
Cordell Hofer's first basket of the game puts Fairfield back on top. Listen to the crowd as they come to their feet in Benton. And we're still in the third. McKnight almost had the steal. Knight. Now Yoder on the baseline. He's cold tonight.
Can't buy one.
And Hostetler lost it out of bounds.
Head coach Ryan Lightfoot and the Bethel Pilots invite you to join them for a game this season on the campus of Bethel College in Mishawaka. Bring the entire family for a game and enjoy college basketball at its finest. Visit the website at bethelcollege.edu for a complete basketball schedule. The Pilots wishing the teams in this game a great game.
If you're in this gym and not having fun tonight, you're in the wrong place.
Every possession, every pass contended. Wow.
Shandon Miller with the basketball for Fairfield. Big fella backs it out.
Folks, put your tax refund to good use at Southwind Flooring, the perfect foundation for your dream. See their wide selection of carpet, ceramic tile, vinyl laminate, and hardwood flooring at their showroom in Shipshewana or online at southwindflooring.com.
Fairfield trying to make sure Bob can get all of his reads in.
Thank you.
Final 10 seconds of quarter number 3. There's a count on Stevens with Hales guarding him, but they didn't give him the 5 count. Knight down the lane with the scoop. Blocking called on Westview with 1.6 in the quarter.
Folks, during the winter months, make sure your equipment is ready to go when you are. Battery Tech in Millersburg is the area's premier provider of battery sales and service. They have batteries for your automobile, farm equipment, snowmobiles, ATVs, and nearly anything else you need to start. Battery Tech in Millersburg.
And they sponsor the free throws about to be taken by Tyshawn Knight. 2 of 2 at the stripe tonight. 5 games in double figures this year. He has 6 points tonight. And Fairfield has a 2-point lead. They'll put in some people, Gegline and Sherrick, to make sure that Miller and Stevens don't pick up a foolish foul in the final 1.6 of the quarter.
Nice job, Nick.
Knight averages just under 10 points a game. Wouldn't go. Rensberger the rebound. The third quarter comes to an end. Is Fairfield 8 minutes away from knocking off the #1 team in the state of Indiana? Last week, Marion led Riley by 2 going to the 4th. Tonight it's Fairfield on top of Westview by 2 as we go to the 4th on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week brought to you by Bill's Heating, keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. Bo Hunt with a third quarter sideline report.
Guys, going into the fourth quarter, momentum kind of swing a little bit more towards Westview. Elijah Hale is really doing that on the defensive end, not necessarily the offensive end, which led to his points scored. The 3 steals that he had led to 6 points, and then the big 3 he had 9 points in the quarter. Huge comeback so far for Westview and Elijah Hales. Guys?
Fourth quarter brought to us by Stutzman Dentistry.
Visit Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana to find a full line of furniture for your home, including flat screen TV cabinets, recliners, office furniture, sofas, beds, dining tables, and much more. Quality craftsmanship, reasonable prices, and down-home service. Find them all at Weaver Furniture Sales.
Well, we sure appreciate the community support from these two schools tonight. Peyton Faldo into the lane. Gets it outside. And Tyshawn Knight with a 3, sponsored by OA Construction. He has 9, and it's a 5-point Falcon lead.
OA Construction Services, the place to call for your construction needs. Whether it's light commercial, new construction, or remodeling, call Gavin Troyer at OA Construction Services in New Paris. OA Construction, proud sponsor of Fairfield Athletics.
Gegline steals it away. Knight ahead of the pack to Faldo.
Starting to believe here wearing the white uniform.
Hostetler for 3. Rensberger an offensive rebound. Yoder has had a dismal shooting night tonight.
Well, what a great job being done defensively by Peyton Faldo.
Hostetler, turn and score. Josh Hostetler with 10 tonight, his season high 19.
For 45 years, Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware has been servicing the Topeka area. They have what you need for all your do-it-yourself projects, including best look quality paints. They also carry brushes, rollers, drop cloths, anything you need to paint. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware.
Knight with the smaller Weaver on him finds Hofer for 3. And the rebound to Hales. Ahead of the pack, Hostetler couldn't haul it in. Knight gets the steal. Who will be the hero for Fairfield tonight? Knight!
Wow.
He's got 11.
That's kind of an electrifying play, isn't it?
And Troy Beachy, with a look on his face, said, well, I didn't expect that one to go in. Hales tried to get the bucket in the bump.
Folks, we need to call a timeout this coming spring or when the weather is not cooperating, call High Tech Seeds in Millersburg. Brian Willard is a Pioneer dealer, and he can help you with all your agronomic needs. High Tech Seeds of Millersburg.
Hales at the line taking free throws, sponsored by Weaver Furniture in Shipshewana. Elijah is an 81% foul shooter. He has 10.
Need a new building or addition? Call Alpha Building Center in Shipshewana for a quote on your next project. Alpha Building Center is a full-time, full-line lumberyard, and they have a great selection of DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Makita tools. Alpha Building Center.
Hales had 16 assists, a school record in their win over Churubusco. He leads the Warriors with 11 points tonight. They're within 5 with 5:35 to go. Full court pressure applied by Westview. Shandon Miller outside. Now Luke Stevens. Faldo for 3. He has 11. It's sponsored by OA Construction.
He has been the difference tonight for Fairfield. BrightNet in downtown New Paris sells and troubleshoots home and business networks and computers. When you have questions, the professionals of BrightNet are there to answer your questions in a language we can all understand. BrightNet in downtown New Paris.
Kenton Weaver's three-pointer, sponsored by Do-It-Best Hardware in Topeka. 6-point Fairfield lead with 4:49 to go.
Just Performance in Shipshewana offers high-performance diesel products and service. They work on air intakes, exhaust injectors, turbos, and everything else diesel-related. They also have truck accessories, hitches, and pulling parts. Check them out at justperformance.com.
Miller draws a blocking foul, 4:27 to go. Fairfield by 6 on 46. By Imagineering Finishing Technologies. Back to live action. Shandon Miller scores inside, and Fairfield leads it 40-22, or 40-32, excuse me. Miller with 8.
Stutzman Dentistry in Goshen is a full-service dental office offering same-day crowns, children's dentistry, smile makeovers, family dentistry, and sleep apnea equipment. and sleep apnea treatment. Find out more at SutsmanDentistry.com. Sutsman Dentistry, a proud sponsor of Fairfield Athletics.
Charlie Yoder's 3 sponsored by Do It Best Hardware in Topeka. 4:01 to go. The Warriors have cut the gap to 5. Edition of the 46th game of the week brought to you in part by J.D. Nackery Orthodontics. Trust your smiles to an expert. And by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, partnering with TV 46 for 27 years.
Chippewa Trading Place is home of the Midwest's largest flea market, weekly auctions, farmstead inn and restaurant, and special events. New this year, an expanded RV park and service center. Check them out at ChippewaTradingPlace.com or download their free app by searching Chippewa. Chippewa Trading Place, proud sponsor of Warrior basketball.
.401 to go in the contest. Fairfield leading Rob Yoder's Westview Warriors 40-35. Westview ranked number 1 in Class 2A. They came into the game 15-0. They had manhandled Fairfield by 17 last Saturday.
Triple M Tire and Service in Chippewa has tires for semis, trucks, SUVs, farm equipment, and more. They also repair flats, work on suspensions, repair ball joints, and perform tranny flushes. If your ride needs attention, Triple M Tires and Service can help.
Miller has his cross-court pass stolen by Kenton Weaver. Westview could cut it to 2 or 3 with a bucket here. Weaver thought about the 3, instead goes to Hostetler down low. They dare Weaver to shoot that 3.
He's got the hot hand.
Hit one a moment ago. Hostetler will take the 3. It's sponsored by Do It Best Hardware in Topeka. 13 for Josh Hostetler, down to a 2-point game.
RPM Supply is a residential and commercial building supply company located in New Paris. They carry Anderson and Sunrise windows, CertainTeed and Heartland vinyl siding, exterior doors, decking, and much more. RPM Supply, located in New Paris, serving all of northern Indiana.
Timeout sponsored by High Tech Seeds. Westview has been able to dial it up from long distance here in the 4th quarter. As you take a look at the Warriors and their sniping, whether it was Kenton Weaver or Josh Hostetler, they've been on fire outside the arc.
And they needed every one of them. Folks, at the corner of US 6 and State Road 15 in New Paris is a store that's really convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store opens Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. and they stay open until 10 p.m. Now that's convenient. The 6 and 15 convenience store in New Paris has what you need to keep going.
Fairfield has 2 timeouts remaining. Westview has 4 with 3:13 to go.
Chuck, you do any projects this weekend? You can stop by Ace Hardware Topeka. It's a small town hardware store meeting all your hardware needs. They offer premium quality Clark Kensington paint, recommended as a best buy. Ace Hardware Topeka also offers new house and volume discounts.
3:13 to go in, dare we say, regulation. Fairfield leading Westview by a bucket. Tyshawn Knight, who has had a big game tonight for Fairfield. Now Cordell Hofer. Luke Stevens has been held to 9. But Knight and Faldo each with 11. Stevens for 3, it's short. Rebound Westview. Yoder slows it up. He did not have the numbers. Rensberger for the lead. Hostetler.
You take the layup, you tie it. You pass for the 3, you're leading.
He's got 16. The 3 sponsored by Do It Best Hardware in Topeka. The timeout by Alpha Building Center.
Assurance Property Management Realty is a full-service real estate office representing buyers, sellers, and investment property owners. They work hard to maintain their commitment and strive to exceed expectations every step of the way. Call Shelley Tucker at Assurance Property Management and Realty. The number 574-320-3300.
Coming up after this one on the Saturday morning edition, it's girls basketball between these 2 schools as Westview will try to knock off number 3 Fairfield. You'll see some hard-hitting girls action between the Warriors and the Falcons coming up Saturday at 11 a.m. and p.m. here on TV 46.
Folks, Double R Grocery in Millersburg carries a full line of groceries. They have fresh meat and cheeses, bulk food, dairy, and snacks for school lunches. And when you shop on Saturday morning, they serve coffee and rolls starting at 6 a.m. Double R Grocery on State Road 13, just north of town.
So Rob Yoder and Troy Beachy in a real dandy duel here tonight as the two head coaches, Yoder on the left, Beachy on the right, try to navigate the final 2:42 of this one. Westview with a lead of just one.
Farmer State Bank's been serving our area communities for over 100 years. FSB is a member of the FDIC and home of Blue Button Banking. We look forward to being your financial partner now and in the future. Visit the website at gofsb.com.
Josh Hostetler with 16 tonight to lead Westview. Peyton Faldo has had a big game. Finds Shandon Miller for two.
He's playing defense, he's making threes, and a great pass right there.
Yoder for three. No, not that time. Tipped out to Weaver. Great rebound by Rensberger. 2 minutes left and a kick on Stevens.
Fry's Repair Shop in Topeka has a full line of lawn and garden equipment, and with winter in full force, Fry's has a great selection of Ariens brand snow blowers in stock. They also have a full-service repair facility and can repair and tune up your equipment for this spring. At Fry's Repair Shop, pleasing you pleases us.
Both teams still out of the bonus. Weaver, Hostetler, Hales. Yoder on the baseline. Cannot hit. Stevens with a 1-point lead brings it up.
Jefferson Cafe in Millersburg is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. They feature homemade American meals and offer daily specials. Find out more on Facebook. Jefferson Cafe, that's K-A-F-E.
Westview still has 2 fouls to give here, so they can be very aggressive defensively. Knight to Miller in the corner.
Folks, see King Animal Care Clinic in Topeka for all your animal care needs, offering veterinary services for dogs, cats, and horses. And they have the over-the-counter showroom with products. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to noon. Call for your pet's appointment. King Animal Care Clinic, the other family doctor.
Charlie Yoder with his 4th foul, but only the 5th on Westview.
Frustrating night for that young man.
Tyshawn Knight with the ball. 1:05 and counting. You see the clock in the right-hand corner of your screen. Hofer down the lane. Got the layup. 3-point Falcon lead. Weaver got held by Hofer, his 4th.
Quality Floor in Topeka has you covered, at least your floors. They carry carpet, vinyl, ceramic, and wood floors, and they're able to answer your flooring questions. They offer both sales and installation, and they're conveniently located between Topeka and Emma on 600 West. Quality Floor in Topeka.
Timeout sponsored by High Tech Seeds with 49.4 to go, and Fairfield leading by 3. Bob, who else has sponsored us tonight?
Well, we want to thank R&M Concrete in Chippewa. They're your concrete and flat work specialists. You want to get it done during the nice time of the year, schedule it now. They can help residential, commercial, and agricultural clients. No job too small or too large for R&M Concrete.
Who might Westview be looking to get the ball here to? Well, more than likely, they'd like to put it in the hands of Elijah Hales outside the arc. He is a 47% three-point shooter on the season. But Josh Hostetler has had the hot hand tonight. Maybe he can come through with one.
At Topeka, New Holland, we'll help you maintain your equipment so that it runs for years. If you're having problems, we can diagnose and repair it. Schedule your service appointment today. And if you're looking to upgrade, Topeka, New Holland has new equipment arriving daily. Call Tom or Lynn and schedule your demo today.
Fairfield by 3, Westview with the ball. And Hofer slaps the ball out of bounds. But no time went off the clock.
Chuck, we had a classic last week, an overtime thriller with #1 Riley and Marion. Could be heading that way again.
Hofer has to make sure he doesn't cross the line here to knock the ball away. Hostetler, ooh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger. That's the man they want, Elijah Hales. Shandon Miller draws that assignment. Yoder for 3. It's sponsored by Do It Best Hardware in Topeka. He's been cold all night, but a shooter's got to shoot. And with 26.2 seconds left, we're tied at 44.
You got to believe, and watch it again here on our replay. They get it out. Yoder says, I got this, and he does. What a big play for Westview. Folks, next time you plan on having a night in to watch movies or the high school game of the week, stop by Yoder Popcorn just west of Emma, Indiana. Try their renowned tiny tender popcorn or their many varieties of popcorn, popping oil, seasonings, and popcorn poppers. Yoder Popcorn.
Fairfield has one timeout left. Westview has 2 remaining.
I'm going to say Yoder Popcorn ought to have Chuck Freeby come over just to vouch for the fact that it's really good popcorn.
It is National Popcorn Day, by the way. So I would encourage everybody to have some Yoder popcorn.
That's only
What
fitting.
else should we encourage them to have?
Well, Imagineering Finishing Technologies is an Indiana company that impacts industries worldwide. Over a half-century of quality and excellence has made us the industry knowledge source. We support the efforts of the young people in this game tonight working toward the same goal. That is a great finish, and we've got one of those.
26.2 left. Fairfield would ideally like to hold for the last shot, and if you're a Falcon fan, they'd ideally hit it. Peyton Faldo with the basketball. Now Tyshawn Knight, but that's the guy that usually makes it happen, Luke Stevens. Faldo plays it off his face. Hofer underneath, stolen by Yoder, and we are headed to overtime in Benton. For the second straight week, we'll see the #1 team in the state taken into overtime. My goodness, what carbon copies we've had. Last week, Riley and Marion. This week, Westview and Fairfield tied at 44 on 46. Four-minute overtime coming up here in the Fairfield gym. Bo Hunt with another Bills Heating sideline report. And you got to credit Westview. What a comeback they staged in the fourth quarter.
Well, they definitely did. And Coach Rob Yoder talked to it about halftime, talking about having to make shots. And, well, Hostetler stepped up there in the second half. And Charlie Yoder, Rob's son, finally made some shots as well. Some huge shots, especially that 3 with 20 seconds to go. Guys?
Hostetler with 16 tonight. Hales 11 and Yoder with 9 for Westview. Tyshawn Knight and Peyton Faldo each with 11. Luke Stevens with 9 for Fairfield. 4 minutes on the clock. Tied at 44 between Fairfield and Westview. And Eric Coburn making sure everybody's set around the circle. Trying to make sure they're lined up right. The tip won by Fairfield. Luke Stevens handles up top. Shut off on the baseline, Shandon Miller.
They keep an eye on Faldo on the perimeter.
Faldo sets a screen for Tyshawn Knight. Westview with this sticky man-to-man defense that has allowed them to get back in the game. They did a great job on the final possession of regulation for Fairfield. Stevens wormed his way in for 2.
Little Florida.
11 for Luke Stevens. Yoder with Faldo right in his face. Weaver being encouraged to shoot.
Fairfield packing it back in there pretty deep.
And Weaver made them pay. He has 8, the 3 sponsored by Do It Best Hardware in Topeka. Kenton Weaver with just 5 3-pointers on the season, 2 of them tonight.
Ooh, I thought Faldo was going to go.
Tyshawn Knight with his team down by 1 finds Shandon Miller. Miller with a great head and shoulder fake gives it to Hofer for 2. Shandon Miller is not a point guard, but he sure looked like one on that play.
Nobody backing down in this one, Chuck. What a treat, what a thrill, and you got all this for about $5 or $6. It's unbelievable.
Hales with a spin move. For a moment, Hostetler had a wide open angle to Renberger, but he decided better of it. So Weaver again, not that time, and a push off. No, it hit the support above the backboard, and so Fairfield gets the ball back with 2:11 to go in OT.
Kind of some tough luck there. Fairfield now with a 1-point lead, but Chuck, I think they have to stay aggressive when they act like they want to run the clock down. They lose a little bit of that mojo.
They are standing in the upper corners of the gym. Not a seat to be had here in the Falcon gym tonight. Shannon Miller to Cordell Hofer. Nice spin move. Couldn't get it to go. Weaver upended Knight. No call. Yoder for three, short. Remberger gets the rebound. Now Weaver lost the handle. Knight with the steal. He will go the distance and be fouled.
Weaver cannot be tentative in those situations.
He who hesitates is lost or at least loses the ball. What a job by Tyshawn Knight to pilfer it away. He took a real hard blow on the way down from Josh Hostetler. And Knight holding his backside as he goes to the foul line to take free throws, sponsored by Battery Tech of Millersburg.
And if you said you need somebody to shoot him for you, no, I got this.
63% foul shooter on the year. And he hits that one. He has 12 points to lead the Falcons tonight. Young man who brings energy and defense. Troy Beachy said he was their most improved player during the summer. And that improvement he made then is helping them here tonight.
Big free throw right here in this ball game.
(50-47). Fairfield by 3. They had a 3-point lead in the final minute of regulation and couldn't keep it. Yoder for 3 again. Stevens got the rebound. And now Fairfield can make Westview chase. Timeout called by Fairfield. It's sponsored by High Tech Seeds with 1:06 to go.
Well, again, Chuck, you mentioned it. The support we got from the community to do these games here at the Fairfield Gymnasium has been absolutely terrific. Really appreciate it. And it's been just an unbelievable night. We got to see the JV game, the girls game, guys game, and every seat in the house is packed. Anybody thinks Indiana high school basketball is dwindling, forget about it.
Well, we know a 3-point lead in this game hasn't meant much because Westview has had some comebacks, including one in the fourth quarter where they used the 3-point shot to get back in it. And Josh Hostetler buried a couple of threes there in the fourth, and then Charlie Yoder would hit a big one as well to tie it up. But right now, Fairfield holds the cards. They lead it 50-47 with the ball and 1:06 to go.
We mentioned, Chuck, before early in the ball game, the free throw percentages for these two teams. Not quite what you'd expect. Two quality programs. I'm not sure Fairfield's weakest free throw shooter is going to be the target, I'm sure, of that Westview defense.
Well, Fairfield is only a 66% free throw shooting team on the year. But tonight, they've been very good at the stripe. They have been 6 out of 8 from the foul line tonight. Or excuse me, 8 out of 10.
And this is a team trying to knock off #1 in the state of Indiana.
And they might be a minute 6 from doing it. Stevens has the ball in the backcourt. Charlie Yoder and a double team awaiting. Cordell Hofer. Now Stevens. Fairfield not really looking to shoot here. But Westview trying to be choosy about whom to foul.
And when to trap.
Stevens finds Knight to Faldo. Peyton Faldo with 13. Yoder catch and release. Fairfield and Westview tie up. Alternating possession goes to Westview. Troy Beachy wanted to time out, but his team never had possession of the ball to call it.
He wanted it to be called if they got it, but as it is, another opportunity for Westview.
But look at Peyton Faldo. All 5 of them going down into the land of the Giants and coming up with a big 2 here for Fairfield on the Bethel College admissions replay.
I got him meeting with Bo Hunting a little bit. What a performance by that young man. 5'5" junior. How tall do you have to be?
Not about the size of the dog, but the size of the fighting the dog. Hales goes inside and draws contact. He'll go to the line. Chance for Westview to score with the clock stopped. That's a smart basketball play.
A really good thing to do, too. 2 is fine. You need 5. You got to get a 3 and a 2. You're going to get the opportunity here.
Shannon Miller called for the block. You saw it from Matt Kowalski's camera on the Bethel College admission replay.
Imagine that Northeast Corner Conference tournament just a week ago.
Hales at the foul line. Free throw sponsored by Weaver Furniture in Shipshawana. And that's a huge miss for a Westview team that shoots 77% from the line as a team.
Big one.
He got that one to go down. And Rob Yoder will call a timeout sponsored by Alpha Building Center.
He had to talk to that one a little bit. It was spinning around. I thought that was going to come out.
Went around the world. So a 4-point Falcon lead with 23.1 left. And it's pretty clear what the situation is here for Westview. You have to go for the steal, and if you don't get it right away, you got to foul.
You got to foul, and you can't wait. You can't put any more time on the clock. We are in overtime, and Fairfield with a 4-point lead and the basketball. Boy, Coach Beachy and his staff has done a great job tonight having his team ready. Rob Yoder did not panic early. His team fell behind by 12 points, and they continue to believe in him and trust him to come back. And back they came in that second half. But, man, this place is going to go up for grabs.
Westview has 2 timeouts left. We'll see if Rob Yoder on the left uses them. Troy Beachy on the right with 1 timeout left. And, of course, it'll be full court pressure offered here by Westview. Miller to trigger the inbound pass with a smile for referee Eric Coburn. Got it in to Luke Stevens. He was mugged right away by Hostetler. And Stevens, a 70% free throw shooter, second best on the team, goes to the line for key free throws here.
Not sure. I'm looking at Rob Yoder. Does he want to spend a timeout here and let him think about it? I don't think so. There's still a lot of time as far as he's concerned. They're going to come back and tie it or win the game.
I think you have to use your timeouts after you score, set up your press, use the clock that way. Stevens had a season-high 25 in the win over Northwood earlier this year. And hits the first. He has 12 tonight.
They've got Westview right where they want him.
Huge IU fan. He uses the Twitter handle Hoosiers1976 as a tribute to their undefeated team. He went to the Tom Crean basketball camp when Tom was still the coach at IU. And got the second to dance in. 6-point lead.
Need a couple of threes.
Hales, surprised he took it all the way in, but he goes all the way and scores, and a timeout called by Westview with 16.7 left. A 14 now for Elijah.
Rob Yoder was looking. That's a great job. Get on the board, get 2 points. Well, they needed a 3 right there with 16 seconds to go. Partner, a lot of people around the state looking at this game tonight.
Indeed they are, and they'll have to be looking to see what's coming up for both of these teams. Fairfield has to turn around next week. They've got a double weekend. They go to West Noble, and then they have Angola, the best defensive team in the state of Indiana, come here to the Falcon Gym. Then it's on to Garrett taking on Bethany Christian in a Big Elkhart County rivalry. For Westview, they've got 3 of their next 4 on the road, so it's not an easy road to hoe for Rob Yoder's team. They have to go to Garrett, go to Eastside. West Noble comes into Topeka, and then they go to Prairie Heights. Quality of schedule may not be as strong as it's been, but having to go on the road is never easy, as they're learning here tonight.
Well, Coach Rob Yoder, Troy Beachy, always teaching. Teachable moment here.
16.7 left. Hales knocked it off. The foul goes hand and out of bounds. What a play.
Faldo is stunned.
You'll get an angle. Couldn't quite see what happened there, but Hales was very confident and maybe sold the call.
Yikes.
Inbounds pass. Weaver throws it away. Miller with the steal. And Stevens fouled right away.
Well, there's a bunch of sports writers here tonight who have started their story about 3 times.
Weaver just got frustrated. He was trying to lob it to Charlie Yoder, but Yoder had turned his head just as the pass was being thrown. And Miller came over and picked up the loose change.
A little miscommunication. Westview has Yoder down the floor. They're going to send a defender back there.
Luke Stevens at the line, 5 of 5 tonight. It's his birthday. Trying to give himself a birthday present right here.
Not a bad idea. Do it in front of a few of your friends.
Quite the party and the celebration to be had in 13.8 seconds.
Need a couple of threes.
56-50, Fairfield by 3. Hostetler lies and fire, it won't go. Rensberger puts it up and is fouled by Knight, but there's only 5.9 seconds left.
Well, it would be one of the biggest shocks in the history of basketball should Westview come back and find a way to win or tie it. But they haven't quit playing. Everybody working really hard.
Rensberger, a 59% free throw shooter, takes free throws sponsored by Weaver Furniture and Shipshawana. But some of the Westview fans are headed for the exits. They don't want to see something they haven't seen all year. Their team lose.
Well, here's the biggest news for Westview. If you lose tonight, you're 15-1. Great season.
And still a lot to play for. Faldo is fouled, and he's an 81% free throw shooter. And now the celebration begins in Benton.
56-52, and I'm glad to see this guy at the line, Peyton Faldo. What a game he's had tonight, Chuck. Defensively, he had a lot to do with the troubles for Charlie Yoder tonight, defensively. He did some great passing. He scored the basketball inside, and he made some threes. What a ball game.
Troy Beachy says he's as scrappy as a defender as he's ever had. He misses the free throw, but it will not mean a thing. They're the number 1 team in the state of Indiana, has just been knocked off by the Fairfield Falcons, and they'll storm the court at the Falcon Gym.
What a night. Benton, Indiana sends a message around the state. Pretty good basketball program here at Fairfield. Great program at Westview. What a ball game.
Buttermilk for everybody tonight, 56-52. Fairfield wins it. Our post-game show, sponsored by Triple M Tire and Service, begins after this on 46.
The WHME TV 46 High School Game of the Week, brought to you by
Welcome back to beautiful Benton for the Triple M Tire and Service post-game show, and this crowd will be buzzing around this gym for quite some time, maybe because they can't get out because of the traffic. There were probably about 3,000 folks in the gym that seats 2,000 tonight, and they watched the number 1 team of the state in Class 2A get defeated by the hometown Fairfield Falcons, 56-52 in overtime. Chuck Freeby, Bob Nagel back with you courtside. Partner, 2 weeks in a row, we've seen number 1 tested on the road. Last week, Riley survived. Westview did not have the same thing.
No, but I love what we've seen after the game in this arena. Fans from Westview, fans from Fairfield, shaking hands, patting each other on the back. Northeast Conference, you know, they compete in the conference. They know each other. They play each other every year a couple times, and they really respect each other. And it's great to see that kind of appreciation for good Indiana high school basketball and appreciation for the Fairfield Falcons getting a big upset.
And the 2 teams praying together at center court, which always makes a powerful statement as well. Time now to get busy with our IU South Bend fulfilling the promise player of the game. He was plenty busy during the contest, and Peyton Faldo is standing by now with Bo Hunt.
Standing by with Peyton Faldo. Peyton, player of our game tonight, 13 points, upsetting the number 1 team. They just beat you less than a week ago. How does this feel?
It feels amazing. I can't get described because we wanted it so bad last week, and when we did get it, we know that this is our revenge week and we got it.
I talked to Coach Beachy, and he talked about taking away their 2 best players, but in order to do that, it takes a lot of intensity. What was different from last week to this week?
I think our fans helped, and I just think our week of practice was phenomenal the whole week. We just came out bringing injury every day, knowing this game was coming up.
You guys move to 10-4. You guys are no joke either. Just talk about your teammates as well.
They're awesome. They always have your back, and they're always talking and bringing injury, and they're awesome to play with.
Peyton, you're inside as well, getting the stuff done with the big guys, only 5'5". What's it like going in there and being that scrappy player?
It's awesome because everyone always underrates me and the short players, but I mean, use it to your advantage.
Peyton, congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Peyton Faldo, our MVP of the game, and Chuck, some disappointing news for Peyton. He was just taken out of here for a curfew violation because of the overtime. No, not really.
The junior baby-faced, but he was a baby-faced assassin tonight. 56-52, the final. Time now to look at our electrifying play of the game. The reason this game went overtime is somebody who was cold for Westview all night got hot at the right time from three-point range, and that was Charlie Yoder with a game-time shot.
We're going to see him make a lot of big shots in his career, and again, made a big one right there. And you got to believe in yourself as a shooter. You got to shoot to get hot and shoot to stay hot. It took him a while tonight, but he made a big bucket. And as we said, his team didn't win, but everybody played really hard tonight, even though sometimes he didn't play well.
One of the reasons his team didn't win tonight was the defense that was being played by Fairfield, and they get our whoa stop of the game from the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute. Tyshawn Knight himself played a whale of a game, 13 points on offense, but this defensive play may have set the table for the Fairfield win.
On the floor, coming up with the opportunity and takes it to the end of the court, lays it up. They get the foul and the free throws. They did a good job at the line, by the way. Fairfield 8 out of 10 tonight.
8 out of 10, and they were money when they had to be, especially in the overtime. So the Falcons go to 10-4 on the year. Westview falls to 15-1, and they don't have to worry about seeing each other until baseball season because they won't be in the same sectional. However, these young people out here on the floor, well, they want to picture themselves beating the #1 team as their heroes from Benton did tonight, winning 56-52. Our thanks to our TV46 crew who turned in yeoman work today with a doubleheader. In fact, the second game of that doubleheader is coming up after this one on the Saturday morning version, because you're going to see the girls' game between Fairfield and Westview. Fairfield comes into that one as the ranked team. They're #3. Westview will give them all they can handle, and you're going to want to see it coming up here at 11 a.m. on TV46. And a reminder throughout the week, when you want the best in high school sports coverage, check out 46 Sports on both Twitter and Facebook, where we have all kinds of tweets coming out throughout the week. Now for my broadcast partners, the Hall of Famers, Bob Nagel and Bo Hunt, this is Chuck Freeby. Once again, the final. Fairfield knocks off #1 Westview, 56-52 in overtime. So long from beautiful Benton.